closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully. A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science, at longevity, at exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave. You are a powerhouse of growth, of new experiences. You just don't know it yet. Let's change that, shall we? With innovation at our core, we've reimagined what's possible. Harnessing the body's natural energy flow with light. Backed by clinical research, X39 stimulates the skin with low levels of light to elevate a key peptide linked to renovating and rejuvenating the body. This life technology supports improved movement, recovery, and overall health and well-being. You are Generation Awesome, shifting paradigms and creating new ones. We always knew you had it in you. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Your adventures are only beginning. Discover the power and simplicity of doing more with X39. Be the light. LifeWave. An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things. Like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being. With the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Imagine if you were part of the solution instead of the problem. Imagine if you had the power to help those in need and could erase the pain of others. Imagine if people expected us to be there when disaster hit. LifeWave family members have repeatedly met the call of those in need. Whether it is to provide pain relief, a better night's sleep, or just to have the face of someone that cares, a LifeWave member has been there.
And whether donating regularly to the Red Cross over the years, or more recently with the Convoy of Hope, which jumped in immediately to help those in need after Hurricane Helene, LifeWave has always been there as well.
What happened at the beginning of all this is that we did a conference in Las Vegas, and it was a hugely successful conference. We had almost 2,000 people there for our very first one. We had 40 speakers that came in, professional athletes, professional coaches, Olympic coaches, and a fellow by the name of Thomas Burke approached me and said, you know, this is so phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a member of this company. As you know, there was just a hurricane off the coast of Florida. Have you thought about starting a program to give back? And it was at that minute I realized that when a company becomes successful, you have an obligation to help those in need and give back to those that are less fortunate. So we raised, I think it was $50,000 in relief effort for the Red Cross at that very first event. The members that we have in our community globally are absolutely extraordinary people. They have always been there to help those in need. So we had a situation in Australia where there were the bushfires, and there were LifeWave members that were there to give back and provide financial assistance, patch people, provide medical aid. We've had victims of earthquakes in Indonesia, earthquake in Italy, of course, multiple hurricanes, and LifeWave members have always been there personally to provide medical aid and assistance. The frustrating part for me is that these are people that need help now, not in a couple of weeks. They need help now. And so it was these type of incidents where I began to think that I would like to have the capability to provide medical aid, provide relief effort to people within a 24-hour period.
David took that frustration, channeled that energy toward a very positive solution designed to provide medical aid and relief supplies to people in need within 24 hours. The solution? A drone of all things, with attributes and capabilities unmatched in today's world of unmanned aircraft.
This drone can take off and land from virtually anywhere, carry a higher payload, and fly longer than any other drone in its class, and provide very valuable medical aid or search and rescue operations that other drones can't provide.
We're achieving remarkable results in terms of payload and endurance. As a matter of fact, there's no other company in the world that can touch us.
Unveiled to the LifeWave community at our annual conference in 2022, a plan is already in place for a fleet of LifeWave humanitarian drones to come off the assembly line as early as late fall 2025. This is giving back on an epic scale.
With the patch technology, we accomplish things that no other company was able to accomplish, and the same thing is true about the drone. So we're going to be forging a new path forward for our community with new technology that's life-changing, that's world-changing, and we have an unbelievably great future ahead of us. And I'm more excited now about the future of LifeWave than ever before. Imagine if you were part of the solution instead of the problem. Imagine if you had the power to help those in need and could erase the pain of others. Imagine if people expected us to be there when disaster hit. LifeWave family members have repeatedly met the call of those in need. Whether it is to provide pain relief, a better night's sleep, or just to have the face of someone that cares, a LifeWave member has been there.
And whether donating regularly to the Red Cross over the years, or more recently with the Convoy of Hope, which jumped in immediately to help those in need after Hurricane Helene, LifeWave has always been there as well.
What happened at the beginning of all this is that we did a conference in Las Vegas, and it was a hugely successful conference. We had almost 2,000 people there for our very first one. We had 40 speakers that came in, professional athletes, professional coaches, Olympic coaches, and a fellow by the name of Thomas Burke approached me and said, you know, this is so phenomenal. I'm so proud to be a member of this company. As you know, there was just a hurricane off the coast of Florida. Have you thought about starting a program to give back? And it was at that minute I realized that when a company becomes successful, you have an obligation to help those in need and give back to those that are less fortunate. So we raised, I think it was $50,000 in relief effort for the Red Cross at that very first event. The members that we have in our community globally are absolutely extraordinary people. They have always been there to help those in need. So we had a situation in Australia where there were the bushfires, and there were LifeWave members that were there to give back and provide financial assistance, patch people, provide medical aid. We've had victims of earthquakes in Indonesia, earthquake in Italy, of course, multiple hurricanes, and LifeWave members have always been there personally to provide medical aid and assistance. The frustrating part for me is that these are people that need help now, not in a couple of weeks. They need help now. And so it was these type of incidents where I began to think that I would like to have the capability to provide medical aid, provide relief effort to people within a 24-hour period.
David took that frustration, channeled that energy toward a very positive solution designed to provide medical aid and relief supplies to people in need within 24 hours. The solution? A drone of all things, with attributes and capabilities unmatched in today's world of unmanned aircraft.
This drone can take off and land from virtually anywhere, carry a higher payload, and fly longer than any other drone in its class, and provide very valuable medical aid or search and rescue operations that other drones can't provide.
We're achieving remarkable results in terms of payload and endurance. As a matter of fact, there's no other company in the world that can touch us.
Unveiled to the LifeWave community at our annual conference in 2022, a plan is already in place for a fleet of LifeWave humanitarian drones to come off the assembly line as early as late fall 2025. This is giving back on an epic scale.
With the patch technology, we accomplish things that no other company was able to accomplish, and the same thing is true about the drone. So we're going to be forging a new path forward for our community with new technology that's life-changing, that's world-changing, and we have an unbelievably great future ahead of us. And I'm more excited now about the future of LifeWave than ever before.
LifeWave 20th anniversary incentive trip around the Greek Isles, and we are having the time of our lives.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in the feeling.
People are coming from every part of the world, Europe, Asia, America. When we are all together here, we are just one big family.
We are just bonding and having such joy and closeness and so much love, feeling the enrichment of the bonds of real relationships that are precious to me.
You know, LifeWave is about love, and you got to feel that and experience that. And the only way you're going to feel that is to be with each other, and we've got to enjoy that this week.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in your magic.
The Greek islands are just beyond beautiful, with all the blue water, the white buildings, the blue tops. I mean, it's just such a unique place.
The food, the taste, the smells, the air, the water, so much for the eyes to take in, for the heart and soul to experience here. So these are memories of a lifetime being made. I'm so grateful.
We're here in Athens. We're having a blast. Thank you, LifeWave. We're so grateful to be here.
Dream come true, and we travel free, having fun. Look at these beautiful things behind us.
ライフウェーブを通じて今でも一つ一つ夢が叶ってきましたけれども、まさかこういった形で会社から自分の夢を形にしてもらえるとは思ってませんでした。本当に、感謝してます。ありがとうございます。
It's a good place to gain more and strengthen up your business, who you are as a person, and how you're going to continue to build your LifeWave business.
The trips are literally a priceless experience. You want to commit to getting yourself locked in on the next incentive trip. It'll change your life, it'll change your business.
We are on the LifeWave 20th anniversary incentive trip around the Greek Isles, and we are having the time of our lives.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in the feeling.
People are coming from every part of the world, Europe, Asia, America. When we are all together here, we are just one big family.
We are just bonding and having such joy and closeness and so much love, feeling the enrichment of the bonds of real relationships that are precious to me.
You know, LifeWave is about love, and you got to feel that, experience that. And the only way you're going to feel that is to be with each other, and we've got to enjoy that this week.
Every time I see you, I'm caught up in your magic.
The Greek islands are just beyond beautiful, with all the blue water, the white buildings, the blue tops. I mean, it's just such a unique place.
Food, the taste, the smells, the air, the water, so much for the eyes to take in, for the heart and soul to experience here. So these are memories of a lifetime being made. I'm so grateful.
We're here in Athens. We're having a blast. Thank you, LifeWave. We're so grateful to be here.
Dream come true, and we travel free, having fun. Look at these beautiful things behind us.
ライフウェーブを通じて今までも一つ一つ夢が叶ってきましたけれども、まさかこういった形で会社から自分の夢を形にしてもらえるとは思ってませんでした。本当に、感謝してます。ありがとうございます。
It's a good place to gain more and strengthen up your business, who you are as a person, and how you're going to continue to build your LifeWave business.
The trips are literally a priceless experience. You want to commit to getting yourself locked in on the next incentive trip. It'll change your life, it'll change your business.
Good evening. This is Super Wednesday. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for coming by, sparing some time to look into what the future is going to be. Today is going to be an interesting topic. We are going to speak about the product, LifeWave, and the business opportunities that it can bring along for you for this year. To begin with, we have Mr. Alfred Lee. He's a close friend of mine and a mentor too. Mentor too, because after my stroke, I was like, I don't know this or that. And so he was one wonderful person who guided me along. And there's a message here from him, which I picked up on Facebook. His message is, the magic in new beginnings is truly the most powerful of them all. Today is the first blank check of a 365-page book. Write a good one. You deserve all the best. May all your wishes come true in 2025. From Alfred and family. Alfred, as you know, he has two children, known as Ferrari and Lamborghini. Well, that speaks about the cost of living and the cost of bringing up two children. Well, I'll leave it to LifeWave, and I'm sure that Alfred will ride along and see to it that these two of them will have a good 2025, and as much as you too. So without much ado, let's bring on Alfred Lee.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, thank you for the amazing introduction, Mr. Lingam. Wow, it's really nice to be back again. Well, today is the first day of 2025. How did the day go? I suppose it went very well. And we said goodbye to the difficult 2024, and I actually will believe that 2025 would be very different for all of us, especially for people who build a business in LifeWave. Yeah. So 2025, there are new launches and new things coming out from the looks of what our CEO, founder and inventor David Smith has actually rightfully said and revealed during the global conference this year. Okay, so without any further ado, let me take tonight everyone on the journey tonight, right? So we will talk about the product, and then of course we will also do the business opportunity that comes with it, right? So before I start, I want to share a testimony. This is my lovely wife. Now, I got into LifeWave because of trying to look for a solution for my wife. Okay, she has very bad constipation. Okay, normal constipation was 3 days. The not so normal one was 5 days, and the horrible one was about 7 days. So can you imagine 7 days without going to the toilet? There is no bowel movement, right? So many ladies nowadays also face the problem of having constipation. So if you look at the picture, we actually tried everything. Trust me, we tried everything. From supplementations, you see how many supplements she has to take. This is on a daily basis. I purposely blanked out the supplements so that we do not, put down any other brands product. So these were the supplementation she has to take every day on a daily basis. So she needs to pop pills. There is powders that she needs to dilute with water, and despite taking all this, nothing really works, right? So she is still constipated. When people say that, you take this detox tea, it will work. You take chia seed, it will help in constipation. But her body is very funny. When she starts taking something, it will work very well, right? And when after she is on the product for about 1 to 1.5 months, it will slowly not work. So then when that happens, she would have to change brand. So when she changed brand, she would have to get used to the characteristics all over again. So sometimes during her drive in the morning from the house to her office, it will be about 45 minutes, plus a jam and everything. So sometimes halfway through, she would need to look for a toilet, right? So when we first started on the patch, the first week itself, she was still constipated. Nothing happened. Second week, constipated. Nothing happened. Then, to cut the long story short, we actually went to look for our senior brand partner, and he introduced another patch which is called the Energy Enhancer. And from that day onwards, basically to my surprise, now she has very, very good bowel movement. She does not have to take any detox tea anymore. No more supplementation, only on the patches. And, you know, she has bowel movements every day. So I am so blessed and lucky to have found LifeWave actually, right? So now, before we actually go any further, let me share this disclaimer with everyone here. Let me get this disclaimer out of the way, yeah? LifeWave products are for general wellness and intended only to maintain and encourage a general state of health or healthy activity. Now, the content provided by us tonight is in summary form, is general in nature, and is provided for informational purposes only. Please always consult with your physician or other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new health regimen, diet, or fitness program. Do not disregard any medical advice you have received or delay in seeking it. Now, tonight we will actually explore the business opportunity that LifeWave has to offer. So, the income examples which I will be mentioning later on in the presentation tonight are for illustration purposes only. Okay? So, individual results may vary and does not represent any LifeWave member or brand partner's income. Of course, success in any business requires leadership skills, commitment, and dedication. It is solely dependent on the time and the effort one is willing to devote into the business, right? So without any further ado, let's begin. Now, I'm trying to share the modality, the health modality that we go through. To me, I recognize this as one small step for man, but one giant leap backwards for health, right? So 40 years ago, we actually only have to deal with muscular damage. Why only muscular damage? Because at that point of time, we did a lot of physical work. Now, unlike Malaysians, normally we would love to drive our car right up to the doorstep, get out of the car, close the car door, lock the car, turn around, open the shop's door and walk in and do whatever we need to do. We are Malaysians. I do know you identify with what I say, right? We are lazy, okay? And we have very sedentary lifestyle. Now, 20 years ago, coming nearer to this time, we face a lot of nerve damage, right? Such as Bell's palsy, sciatica, and trigeminal neuralgia. This is a nerve issue, right? Why? Because we started taking a lot of synthetically produced items. Now, the issue is with our agricultural problems, right? I'm sure all of you have been to Cameron Highlands, and if you have gone to Cameron Highlands, you will most likely be able to see how vegetables and crops are being planted in Cameron Highlands. Now, the farmers there, they actually pump the vegetables and fruits and everything with a lot of insecticide to prevent any worms or insects from eating the fruits or the crop, and also fertilizers. Why? Because they need to force the plant to actually grow faster so that they can harvest it twice a year to make more money, right? Out of the same plot of land. So humans need mineral, And mineral comes from the soil. That is the only place mineral is being available, right? So previously, our parents would tell us, oh, if you want to have better health, you eat more vegetables. That was true probably 8 to 10 years ago. Now, through our agricultural, misfit or problems, we do not see the roots of the vegetables being very long. Now, when that happens, your vegetables has grown lazy. It did not grow the roots deep enough to basically absorb minerals from the soil. Okay, so we have to resort to taking a lot of artificially produced minerals. Now, a lot of people seem to have sleepless nights, have a lot of issues sleeping. I have a few friends who ask me, hey, Alfred, I cannot sleep that well. You know, what is wrong with me? So when you do not sleep well, which I will share later in the presentation, you are magnesium deficient. That means you do not have enough magnesium in the body, right? So now in the next 20 years, we will be facing a lot of DNA damage. Firstly, because of our lifestyle, and secondly, because of our diet. And thirdly, is also because of our surroundings. Now, when you walk out of the house, you are exposed to radiation. Even in the house, we are all exposed to radiation. From the handphone, from your TV, and by 2025, or 2055, which is about another 30 years to go, Malaysian Prime Minister has already declared that 80% of Malaysians would be driving some sort of electric vehicle. Now, electric vehicle emits radiation from the batteries, okay? And now, when you visit cafes, you see them serving you sophisticated food, like curry chicken, like spaghetti, like pizza. Those food normally previously come out from a kitchen. You need a kitchen to prepare the food. But when you go into this newly renovated or newly opened fancy cafes that the young people want to or always frequent nowadays, you might have realized that you do not see such a big kitchen. So where do they cook the food? All the food are being cooked in their central kitchen, frozen, and sent to the various outlets. So when you order the food, before they send you, they will put it into the microwave to reheat. And microwave is radiation. So even before you put the food into your mouth, basically your food is already exposed to radiation. Yeah. So previously in the past, I have used this phone before. Okay, it's a very reliable phone, but I have to change my phone. Why? Because I cannot use this phone to do business nowadays. Why? Because this phone cannot receive WhatsApp. So I've got no choice but to upgrade to a smartphone. Now, smartphones emit more radiation. Why? Because the battery tend to last longer. Okay? So, how did we handle muscular damage previously? We just use a Japanese plaster and or mentholatum rub, you know, balms and all to handle our muscular damage, which is pain, you know, and pretty much we handle it very well. Okay, so nerve damage, the doctors will ask us to exercise, and basically to some people, they want to stay away from meeting the doctors. They will start taking medication or they will start taking supplementation to help them stay healthy, right? So, how do you handle DNA damage and nerve damage? How? For the now and the next 20 years. So it is also time for us to upgrade, like how we upgrade our handphone. We have to upgrade our healthcare, right? How do we take care of ourselves? Okay, so what is your upgrade strategy? Will it be the same like 20 years ago? You still take medication, or you still take supplementation, or you want to try something that can offer you a new technology or a new strategy? Maybe, maybe. So, a lot of people swear by taking supplements. Okay? A lot of people believe in supplements. I want to share this with you. Supplements, recently in March 2024, this incident happened. Now, Japanese products, normally you associate them with very high quality, and they are very reliable, right? But this is one supplement that caused 5 deaths and over 100 hospitalized. And the product has to be recalled by the Japanese health company. Okay, so can you still believe in supplements or not? Are we still safe with existing healthcare regime? Now, for people who take supplementation and medication together, I just want to bring some examples for you. Now, we are all Asians, right? At home, when we cook, we use a lot of garlic. And I'm sure most of us, a lot of us have high blood pressure. So when you have high blood pressure, you will take a prescription drug which is called warfarin. So in Asian kitchens, we normally use a lot of garlic. If you look at the incident where when you take warfarin, which is a blood thinning agent, together with garlic, you will actually increase the risk of you bleeding out. All right? So, warfarin is an anticoagulant used to slow or prevent blood clotting. So, garlic actually might increase the effect of warfarin. So, taking garlic along with warfarin might increase the chances of you bruising and bleeding. Right? So, most of us also face problems like high cholesterol. Now, high cholesterol, doctors will actually prescribe you statins. There are many different types of statins like atorvastatin, lovastatin, rosuvastatin, simvastatin, right? So normally when you have high cholesterol, you tend to be lethargic or you feel sleepy sometime in the afternoon after you take your lunch, right? Most of the people will feel like that. So a lot of people will start to take vitamin B complex, vitamin B3 to stay more alert. Vitamin B3 is also known as niacin. Now when you take cholesterol medication together with vitamin B3, which is niacin, your energy levels, brain function, cell metabolism decreases, okay? And your LDL and triglyceride also has problems. You will, when you take vitamin B3 together with your cholesterol medication, you will increase the risk of myopathy and rhabdomyolysis, which means you will lose muscle control and your muscle will break down. Imagine, so if you are on high cholesterol medication, when you want to, put yourself on vitamin B3, please be very, very careful, right? Another example is when you take chili. Now, I am a Baba Nyonya, okay? And I come from Penang. I love my chilies. I love my curries, But if you take chili, together with your hypertension medication or heart medication or cardiovascular condition if you have, you will have to take ACE inhibitors, right? When you take chili together with your ACE inhibitors, you will increase the potassium in your blood and you will worsen the chances of you having a heart failure. Wow, when I did this research, I was shocked. I'm scared lah. Okay, so how do we stay healthy? Supplementations together with medication is so dangerous now, right? Now, the problems that we face are organ degeneration, basically. Humans face degeneration. Now, our brains will normally degenerate at the age of after 70, right? We have ear problem after 60. We have heart problem after 65. We have kidney issues, maybe after the age of 50. And we will have gut problem or stomach problem after 60. So nowadays, do you see people having heart problems way before they are 65 years old? Yes, I have friends who have blocked arteries, 90%, 95%, some 98% blocked at the age of 40 to 50. That means we are degenerating 20 years earlier, you know. So the bones, we also have osteoporosis, you know, starting very early. Lungs, we have, you know, multiple lung cancer people. Skin cancers also we have. So bones normally degenerate or we lose bone density at the age of 35 onwards at 1% every year. So lungs capacity will drop 1% every year after the age of 30. And skin after the age of 18 will decline. The stretchy elastin will decline about 1% a year. Wow. Okay, so how do we keep ourselves healthy then? Okay, so today we often hear about problems like this: osteoarthritis, liver failure, kidney damage, heart weakness, muscle loss, diabetes. So can we solve all these issues? Ask yourself, by taking supplements or vitamins? No way. I can tell you, no way. So what can we do? We actually need something which is called a stem cell, okay, to solve the problems, because stem cells are the body's master cells and they serve as an internal repair system. It can regenerate and replace lost or damaged cells. Now, my question to you is, when you fall down, you break a bone, do you think the bone heals itself or the doctor heals itself? It's our bone healing itself, right? Meaning, I'm trying to tell you here is human bodies can heal by itself. We have the ability to regenerate. Okay? So, what are stem cells? Stem cells are basically undifferentiated or undeveloped cells. Okay? And is able to change into more than 200 plus types of adult cells. Okay? It can turn into bones, lungs, brains, blood, heart, liver, everything, right? And it is self-replicating. It serves as a repair system for the body and is found in embryos, fetus, umbilical cords, placentas, and adult organs. Right? So we need stem cells. Okay? But what can we do? Now, GHK copper is the solution. Okay? How do we get this GHK copper? Do you know that this GHK copper already exists in all of us? Right? And this is a clinical study published in 1987, published online in 2018. Alright? And this talks about the regenerative and protective actions of the GHK copper, which I mentioned just now. GHK copper can help in nerve outgrowth, tissue repair for skin, lung, connective tissue, bony tissue, liver, and stomach lining. Okay, it is also found to have multiple anti-cancer activities, and it is also anti-inflammatory. It can help us repair our DNA and activate cell cleansing. Wow. But this tripeptide already exists in our body, you know. Now, GHK copper helps in DNA repair. Alright? And GHK copper activates stem cells. So what is this GHK copper? And where does this GHK copper come from? Actually, GHK copper is a very well-researched item. Okay? It has been used in skincare for a long time. Right? So the new technology that we have today is brought by LifeWave. Now, LifeWave has a mission, which is to allow us to live long, live well, live younger. All this is done with a wearable technology which is backed by science. And then how do we make this happen? Now, this is the founder, the inventor, and the CEO. I feel that this gentleman who brought us this amazing technology deserves a little bit of mention here. Alright, so before we released the patches, David Smith spent about 20 years in research and development. Okay, so before LifeWave, he was an inventor and he was invited to participate in the US Navy SEALs mini submarine program. Okay, and this is one of the submarine which he had participated in, and his contribution was the propulsion system did not produce any bubbles. So it was undetectable by radar. Amazing, right? So LifeWave has two factories, one in US and Ireland. Both these factories are fully automated and FDA registered, and it complies with ISO 9001 and ISO 13485. Now you might be wondering, wow, I've heard of ISO 9001, but what is this Alfred talking about, this ISO 13485? Now ISO 13485 ensures that these medical devices, LifeWave patches are classified as class 1 medical device. Yeah, these medical devices meet the regulatory compliance and customer expectation on quality, safety, and performance. Right? So if you look at the pictures, these are the fully automated factories in US and Ireland. That means fully automated means from the beginning until the end, nobody actually touches the patches at all. Right? So, what is the problem? Let's come back to our problem. Now, you look at your age, when we are babies, we are loaded with stem cells. Right? But as we age, especially after the age of 60, take a look at the level of stem cells we have left. The problem with us is we age, and due to this age, the stem cells production reduce rapidly. Okay? So when we are babies, we are loaded 100%. When we reach 18 years old, what we have left is only 40%. So you might wonder and you might realize that your boy, if most of you are parents, you will realize that your boy or your girl, your son or your daughter will basically stop growing around the age of 18. Why? Because at the age of 18, we only have 40% of our stem cells left. Yeah? When we reach the age of 30, what we have left is 25%. Okay, so that's where we start to notice our skin is not so elastic. We start developing wrinkles and we start developing health issues, right? So that means our regeneration capability slows down a lot. But when you reach the age of 60 and above, what we have is only 5% left. Ayo, 5%. So imagine if we could activate our stem cells and reset our organs to a younger, healthier state. How? There is a way. Okay? So what are you and other people trying to achieve? I think most of us here want more muscle, less body fat, more strength and stamina, better cardiovascular health, stronger bones, especially for ladies, and faster recovery, right? We want to look and feel younger as quickly as possible. And we also want our bodies to perform the way they did when we were younger, right? And we also want to prolong and enhance the enjoyment of an active lifestyle, not to sit in a wheelchair. I'm sure I don't want to sit on a wheelchair, right? We also want to reactivate the production of our stem cells so that we feel more alert, we feel more energetic, right? So let's explore what are the solutions that is available for us to achieve this, right? So here I'm going to share with you, reverse aging actually takes time. Our body can actually heal itself, you know, right? So you take a look, bones take 3 months, DNA 2 months, liver 6 weeks, stomach 5 days, brain 1 year, blood 4 months, skin 1 month, and basically lungs 2 to 3 weeks. You see, now is 2025, okay? Your brain, your 2024 brain is already gone. So this is your 2025 model. So brain cells will completely change, completely change within 1 year, 365 days. Okay? Your bones will completely change in 3 months. Your DNA will completely regenerate in 2 months. Skin, 1 month. Right? Yeah. So, how do we reactivate this stem cells production so that we can actually help our body regenerate? This is a product that can help us do that. And this is LifeWave's X39. And LifeWave X39 actually signals the body to elevate the GHK copper production. Now, when you use the X39, it will actually help you reset 3 to 4,000 genes within 24 hours. Okay? And if you use the product consistently 6 months, okay, your telomeres will re-lengthen. That means your telomeres will grow back. So GHK copper is already occurring in the body, and it's a tripeptide, which is glycine, histidine, and lysine. It can be found also in our saliva and urine, right? So you look, the telomeres will shorten as they duplicate, right? Until one fine day, they are so short until they cannot duplicate anymore, right? So X39 will help you make your telomeres grow back long again. This is clinically proven. We cannot stop our chronological age, but we can reverse our cellular aging. Now, this is not anti-aging. This is what we call reverse aging. And with X39, we can actually turn back the time. Okay? So what causes telomere shortening? You might want to understand this. When your telomere shortens until one day, they will not be able to reproduce or duplicate again, right? And one of the causes is aging. The second cause is your lifestyle factors, such as smoking, poor diet, and lack of physical activity. Okay, stress is also a contributing factor, and the exposure to pollution. Okay, it will cause our telomeres to shorten, right? Now, inflammation and oxidative stress is also another cause of telomere shortening, right? Next, we have oxidized LDL cholesterol. Now, this is a chemical process that occurs when free radicals and other oxidative agents, okay, modify our LDL cholesterol. Okay, and this is associated with heart problems, and this can cause atherosclerosis, that means heart issues. Okay, the next cause of telomere shortening is germline mutation, and basically regenerative or oxidized LDL. And last but not least is reactive oxygen species. Okay, now reactive oxygen species which is basically oxidative stress can lead to damage of DNA and RNA and proteins. Okay, and it will also cause cell death. Okay, now moving forward, this copper peptide was invented or was discovered in 1973 by a scientist named Laurent Picard. Okay, he discovered that GHA copper makes 80-year-old liver cells exhibit the same functionality as the younger liver cells. Okay, now in the blood of adults aged 20, there are 200 nanograms. But when you reach the age of 60, it decreases by 250%, and we only have 80 nanograms left. Okay, it has also been proven to repair DNA and reactivate the body's stem cells production. Okay, so David Smith just now, I shared, spent 20 years on this research and development, and whatever knowledge he got, this is an invention by him. This is called a DHC coil on the left. Whatever he studied, the wavelengths of light, he put it all into a patch, which is what you and I are using today. Very easy, just patch and go, right? So X39 activates stem cells. Basically, it will bring up the level of stem cells again. Not only bring up, it actually increases the quantity of the stem cells and also the quality of the stem cells for the user. Okay, so these are the benefits of the X39. When you use X39, you will notice that you will recover from minor aches and pains faster, right? And it improves mental clarity, manage inflammation for you, supports wound healing, stimulates skin growth, improves skin appearances, and it will actually improve your sleep. Now, sleep is very important to humans, right? Now, sleep is important for many reasons, including physical health, mental health, brain development, lower chronic disease risk, safety to avoid injuries, and social interactions. Now, the different stages of sleep, we always advise people to sleep not later than 11 or 11:30, right? If you sleep too late, then it's also no use, right? In stage 1, we experience like transitional sleep. It's very funny, you see humans, when you see the sunlight, daytime, you don't feel sleepy. When the sun goes down in the evening, nighttime, your body starts to produce the hormone called melatonin, and you start to feel sleepy, right? So in stage 2, a more stable sleep occurs. Chemical produced in the brain block all your senses, making it difficult for you to wake up. That's stage 2. Then we go to stage 3 is deep sleep, right? The growth hormone is released at this stage. Most of stage 3 occurs on the first third of the night. Okay, and the last stage is your REM stage. So the health benefits that comes with enough sleep is you will get sick less often. You will stay at a healthy weight. Ladies, listen carefully. If you have enough sleep, you will lose weight. If you do not have enough sleep, you will gain weight. Trust me, right? So lower your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart diseases. Okay, it will also reduce stress, improve your mood, and get along better with other people. When you have enough sleep, okay, you can think more clearly, form long-term memories, and do better at school and at work, right? You will also make good decisions and avoid injuries. For example, when you are sleepy, when you are drowsy, and you still want to drive, you will cause accidents. So drowsy drivers cause thousands of accidents every year. Do you know? Right? So sleep deprivation, insufficient sleep hinders memories and cognitive function. And it will actually make us prone to a disease which is called Alzheimer's, right? So because the length of sleep affects the brain's ability to store long-term memory, okay? So the guideline for babies, 4 to 12 months, you need to get 12 to 16 hours of sleep. Toddlers, 11 to 14. Preschool, which is 3 to 5 years old, they need to sleep 10 to 13 hours a day. School-age children between 6 to 12 years old, they need to sleep 9 to 12. Teenagers, when they go for secondary school, which is 13 years old, Form 1 to around 18 years old, they need about 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Adults like us, we need 7 to 9 hours. Older adults, 60 and above, will probably need 7 to 8 hours a day. Right? That is minimum. Right? So sleep deprivation will also cause you to age faster and will also make you more frail. Okay? When you don't sleep enough, your body will be under inflammation. Okay? And inflammation will damage healthy tissues and DNA, which cause you to age prematurely. Okay, it will also increase cytokinesis and your C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein means your body is under inflammation. The higher the C-reactive protein reading means your body is under greater inflammation. Okay, so when you do not have enough sleep, you will also be prone to illness, such as you will develop diabetes, you will develop high blood pressure, you will develop heart disease, you will most likely get stroke, and you will develop depression. Wow, scary, huh? So, this is the most scary part when I did my research. When you are lacking in sleep, you will look for things to eat and you will snack. You will take snacks. So snacking can cause inability to lose weight, and it will actually mess up your endocrine system. Why? Because for the snacks to be satisfying, these snacks are normally food that are rich in carbohydrate and fats. Wow. Okay? Now, when you get enough of sleep, your body will actually optimize your hormone level, your testosterone level, nitric oxide, which actually ensures your blood vessels, your veins will be supple enough. Okay, it will also let you have tissue repair and improve blood flow. Alright? But if you do not sleep well, you will get depression, your cognitive ability will decline, and you will probably have dementia, and it can actually cause problems with learning, focusing, and reacting. Okay? Wow. Many of us don't know all this. Now, there is a patch from LifeWave that can help all of us, right? If you have issues like this. Now, this patch will actually allow you to lengthen the duration of your sleep. Okay? It improves the length and duration of your sleep when you use. When you use this patch, it also improves the quality of your sleep. Okay? Now, it will also signal your body to produce melatonin. Now, melatonin has been underrated all this while. People didn't pay a lot of attention to melatonin, right? So melatonin will actually help your body get rid of old cells, which means it will activate autophagy. So melatonin is actually a master regulator of cell death, right? Autophagy is your body's way of killing zombie cells. It is an important antioxidant as it protects tissues from damage. It plays an important role in energy metabolism. It can also help reduce liver damage, melatonin, after sepsis. Hemorrhagic shock or melatonin can also help in reducing ischemic stroke or perfusion, and it can also help with toxic liver injury. Wow. Okay, so that's why you need to sleep. Your body needs to produce melatonin, right? And melatonin actually are master antioxidants to prevent tissue damage. Okay, and it will also reduce liver damage after sepsis. So what product are we using? What product does LifeWave have to actually help you produce more melatonin in your body? It is Silent Night. Yeah? Okay, so for those people who have difficulty in sleeping, if you have insomnia or if you have very high stress, right? You can actually supplement yourself. One important trace mineral in stress management are different types or forms of magnesium. Magnesium can help you manage insomnia and stress. Okay, so there are different types of magnesium, which is magnesium citrate, magnesium glycinate, magnesium taurate, and magnesium threonate. Okay, so magnesium is an essential mineral for humans. We all need magnesium. So make sure you get enough of it. If you do not want to take synthetically produced supplements, you can actually consider natural food. Get a balanced diet with plenty of legumes, greens, lean protein, and whole grains. Okay, so people who cannot sleep and they are, how do you say, they purposely don't want to sleep because they want to watch their Korean drama, and that's very bad. Okay, so you can actually consider taking tofu, salmon, bananas, broccolis, almonds. I take a lot of almonds, roasted sesame seed, pumpkin seeds. I normally also take a lot of pumpkin seeds, black beans, and avocado. I love avocado. All these natural food will give you magnesium. All right, and it will help in your sleep. Okay, so the best form of magnesium for sleep and to handle anxiety are magnesium taurate and magnesium glycinate. Personally, I would prefer magnesium glycinate. Why? Because it is easier for our bodies to absorb magnesium glycinate. Okay, so who should take magnesium? Older adults like all of us, people with digestive disorders, alcohol use disorder, meaning people who love to drink alcohol, type 2 diabetes patients, insomnia people, and people with anxiety and depression should be taking magnesium or should be taking magnesium supplements or magnesium-rich food. Again, magnesium-rich food, you can consider taking tofu, salmon, banana, broccoli, almonds, roasted sesame seed, pumpkin seeds, black beans, and avocado. Right? So, this is my favorite combo. You know, normally I would advise people to use these two products, the X39 and the Aeon. Right? Why? Because X39 elevates the copper peptide production, supporting healthy stem cells. Okay, and it's clinically proven to enhance overall vitality and wellness. So I also introduce people Aeon, which is clinically proven to reduce stress in the body. It also promotes relaxation. Why this combo? This analogy I like to use is when the house is on fire, the fireman needs to put out the fire first before the doctors can help the victims, right? Very simple. Stem cells are actually drawn to the site of inflammation in your body to heal damaged tissues. But if your body is under inflammation, the inflammation will kill off the stem cells. So to allow stem cells to survive longer and to differentiate, and also to differentiate, that means turn into the required cells for repair of our body, we must first reduce the inflammation. Okay? So, what is the simplest way to boost your health? Very simple, patch and drink water. Because hydration keeps your cellular signaling function, and our DNA is made up of 92% water. Our brain is 75% water. Imagine, So, it's the same analogy again. Another analogy I like to use is your car battery. Without water, the car battery will not function. Now, a lot of people don't understand. When you are thirsty, you look for a drink to drink. At that point of time, when you are thirsty and looking for a drink, you are already 2% dehydrated. Alright? At 8% dehydration, your DNA will fall apart. At 10% dehydration, you go cuckoo. Meaning you lose your mind. You will hallucinate and you do not know what will happen. At 15 to 25% dehydration, your body starts to shut down. Okay? So, drinking water means plain water, not RO water, not reverse osmosis water, not tea, not teh tarik, not coffee, not sirap bandung, not Coca-Cola, not leong soy, none of the sort. It's plain water. Alright? So, LifeWave is a patented technology. We have more than 130 patents globally. Okay? And within that 17 years, we are actually very proud. In 17 years, there is no medical complaints. Okay? Because it is very safe and nothing enters the body. And this is an FDA compliant class 1 medical device. Okay? Very difficult to get this rating. So in Malaysia, it's also recognized and approved by the Medical Device Authority of Malaysia. Okay, MDA. Okay, so with that, I've come to the end of my presentation for tonight. I think it's 9:30. If I were to go through the business plan, I think we will end up at 12 o'clock. So with that, let me pass the session back to the amazing MC, my friend, my partner in crime for tonight, Mr. Lingam.
Yes, thank you very much, Alfred. That was an amazing presentation. I think it was so clear that you could have changed every listener's mind about LifeWave.
Thank you, thank you.
So there is some comments in the chat box. Would you like to answer them?
Ken, sure. Would you mind reading?
From Rosanna Fernando. Thank you for all the valuable information. This will be very good to share with others. Please upload the Zoom. Totally agree about sleep cause it's increasing. It increases insulin, cortisol levels, and lots of other problems. I've seen people who sleep late and wonder why their weight increase. Alfred, you should do more of this knowledgeable information with regards to each patch. People have difficulty sleeping because keeping up with Korean movies.
There you go with the Korean movies.
Yeah. So she follows up on, oh no, please no business plan. Because when we share this, my opinion people get put off.
I don't share the business plan as in business plan. I share what is LifeWave.
Yeah.
Never mind. We will leave that for another day.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So I think, Mr. Lingam, we have some upcoming activities that you need to announce. But I think before that, we can share a video for everyone here on the technology that is coming. Right? So I will share one video, and then basically we will actually inform everyone of the upcoming activities and the 2 o'clock Old Klang Road thing.
Okay, now this is business opportunity presentation at OKR showroom. I'm sure you know where the OKR showroom is. It's along Old Klang Road. The address is written here on the screen. It's a free to join event. Where you have to spare about 1 hour to attend the meeting. Oh, you can't say it's a meeting, it's a presentation. These presentations are held both in English as well as Mandarin, and they're segregated into different days. We have English on Monday, Mandarin on Tuesday. Upcoming Alfred Lee, you're on stage on Thursday, and next Friday is in Mandarin, and Carrion is on Saturday. That's in English. And on Sunday, it's Jin Long himself.
Yeah.
So make your way up there for these upcoming presentations, which can be equally interesting, and you can personally meet and mingle with all the rest of the knowledgeable brand partners. Okay, next is a New Year kickoff dinner. That's on 18th of January 2025. By the way, this year is 2025. Do you recall? It will be held at HXC Grand Ballroom, ICC Pudu, KL. Level 6 ICC Pudu HXC Grand Ballroom, Jalan Kijang Pudu, Kuala Lumpur. Early bird ticket is $50, which I think you should still be able to purchase if you are fast enough. The original price is about $70 after 1st of December onwards. Okay, so today is a borderline case. I think it is going to be $70.
Yeah.
The event highlights are empowering youth by 3 young leaders, empowering women by 3 female leaders, enterprising stars by 3 key leaders, prosperity giveaway, lion dance, special awards. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting event. If you have been for the previous New Year kickoff dinner in 2024, that was a hugely successful dinner, the biggest gathering of LifeWave brand partners in the country and from Singapore as well. I'm sure we'll be having the Singapore counterparts over here. So get ready, get your tickets, get your flight tickets as well, and your booking's done.
Yeah. It will be between 2 to 5 p.m. Saturday 2 to 5 p.m.
2 to 5 p.m. on Saturday.
Yep.
What's next? You can talk to a friend who invited you today. How do I get started with LifeWave? Yeah. LifeWave is a global wellness community. Yeah, you have everybody around. And if you have questions, do ask the brand partners beside you or who brought you into this business.
Yep.
Thank you and happy patching. And Happy New Year again. Happy 2025. We must thank Alfred Lee again for his impeccable presentation. And we hope to see you again in the coming week, which is next Wednesday. It is a super time today. Let's have another super time next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.